showtime.
Welcome to another episode of Black is Black on the Black is Black channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do so you don't miss any of our simple-minded discussions. Today, our topic is going to be a little bit, I'm going to say not funny. We are going to discuss this Charlie Kirk situation. My guest on here today is Dave Ilberry. How you doing, Dave?
Doing well, Rich. How are you, bud?
I'm fine so far as it goes. Anyway, to get started, I got a little statement I want to read and try to get through that without, flubbing my lines. In the annals of contemporary American history, certain events send shockwaves far beyond their immediate circumstances. The assassination of Charlie Kirk stands as one such moment, a tragedy that reverberated through political spheres, media landscapes, and the lives of countless individuals, only comparable to the assassination of John F. Kennedy. This video seeks to provide viewers with a thoughtful and comprehensive exploration of the circumstances surrounding Charlie Kirk's assassination, examining not only the details of the event itself, but also its broader implications for public discourse and civil life. Join us as we navigate the complexities of this pivotal moment, seeking understanding amid uncertainty and honoring the significance of his legacy. So, I remember same as I was a young child when John F. Kennedy got assassinated, where I was and the way the whole country felt immediately after that. And I had that same feeling. I think the country had the same feeling upon the, hearing of the Charlie Kirk assassination.
Yeah, I was born yet. I was born in '67, so that was a little ahead of my time. But that's even his Kennedy's assassination. I mean, has even had an impact on my life. Just growing up in the area that I did through the '70s, and still being relatively fresh. But Charlie's definitely hit me a lot harder than any other, I guess, celebrity death. I mean, he's the same age as my youngest son for one thing, so I can't imagine what his parents went through, his wife, his children, to sit there and watch it. And I don't want to jump ahead of you, but the celebrations that followed from the left just was just disgusting. I mean, Rich, I'm sorry, I'm getting an echo.
Unfathomable. Yeah, the unfathomable. I'm going to play the first clip here. It's typical Charlie Kirk. Maybe not everybody followed him. I wouldn't say I followed him, but I did see plenty of the little, short clips, short reels, or whatever they call them. Yeah, so I'm going to play this one. If it'll play.
So the children should be deported as soon as they're born here.
Yes, with their parents, absolutely.
You don't think that we should give them? We shouldn't encourage them to become productive members of
No.
American society?
No.
Do you believe in the American dream?
Yes, of course, for American citizens, not for every person around the planet.
I agree. Regardless of national origin, the children of immigrants will become U.S. citizens.
It's not just the children of immigrants. It's not just that. The children of visitors become U.S. citizens. A pregnant woman can leave China who's 8 months pregnant, get a 90-day visitor visa, and then her baby becomes a U.S. citizen.
But if you were born on the soil, you have an inherent birthright to the benefits of American citizenship. And when you
that's a huge mistake. That devalues the meaning of what it is to be a citizen. Everybody here has a unique story of what your parents did for allow you to live in this country. That's called a social compact. But if all of a sudden you can gain entry and cut in line, it dilutes the sacrifices primarily of the greatest generation from World War II that allowed us to live here, and it is an insult to them to say that we can live in a free society.
So that's pretty atypical of some of the dialogue that I observed him having, on the college campuses that he went to. I I don't understand where the accusations of racism come from. Uh, just like all the other right wing, uh, we're slandered all the time. The Democrats can do nothing but make up lies and discord and stuff like that. So I guess it's just part of it. Um, at any rate, here's another clip. Charlie ranked.
Yes. What is a woman?
Woman is a social construct that we've agreed upon.
So I want to thank you for proving a great point.
What?
You are why we should eliminate the Department of Education. Thank you very much.
Are you married?
Yes, with 2 beautiful children.
Wow, good for you.
I could tell you're not married.
Yeah.
You're so scared to debate me.
Actually, I'm not scared.
Then debate me anytime,
Honestly, I'm good. I just debated the governor of this state. I don't need to debate you, Parker, okay?
You keep interrupting me. Every time I actually try to... Every time I try to actually explain my point and have a reasonable conversation with you, you cut me off.
You're an English major.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you another chance.
Okay.
What's your favorite Jane Austen novel?
Harry Potter?
My shirt, everybody, my shirt says Charlie Kirk. Clearly you're offended.
Actually, I'm not. I find it hilarious. In fact, I'm so important that you have to make a shirt with my name on it. It's FBI statistics. It's well known.
FBI statistics? Where can you show me that at?
70% of offenders were African American.
I know you're obviously very anti-trans.
No, I'm pro-reality. You're a teacher.
So, those are some typical moments, I guess. It goes back to, I think, the mental stability of the people involved. I can't imagine, based on those clips and a lot of the stuff I've seen prior, that it would trigger someone to that point, that assassination would even enter their mind.
Yeah. So as far as like the racism thing, the accusations come from his stance mostly on, well, immigration, of course, but DEI hiring. He he mentioned that if you see a black pilot, is it going to make you wonder, did he get the job because he's qualified or because he's black? And of course, everybody, all they heard was black pilot, be offended. That was it. They didn't listen to the context of it. So Charlie took a lot of heat over that, and right up until he died. And then the trans community, of course, which this alleged shooter, I guess was gay or trans or whatever the hell they want to call themselves. I don't know, but he allegedly had written sent numerous texts to his significant other. Whatever, I don't know what to call these people, but and claiming to have done it. And of course, there's all kinds of conspiracy theories out there now that he's not the real shooter and that there's no way he could have made that shot. And I don't know, but again, it's mind-boggling that people. The left wants to talk about free speech all the time and how Trump is, he's Hitler and he's taken away our rights and all this. Yet they kill you if they don't, if they don't believe what you think. I mean, if you have a different thought than they do, you're as good as dead to them.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely something wrong with the country today that we haven't seen. I know you're 10 years younger than I. I think we were both around when the country was in good shape and
Yes.
didn't have this kind of discourse and everybody got along. And so without pointing fingers at who started it all, yeah, we're definitely not on the right track when it comes to that. And it's a lot of it comes from the left. The rhetoric that they keep spewing out there generates and fosters a lot of that hatred. And it's just not a pretty sight. I'm going to play a couple of clips now And I want to warn the viewers that if you you might want to turn away because they are pretty graphic. I was very hesitant to include these in this episode, but at the same time, I felt it was necessary to show the horrific act that these people committed and to emphasize the reasons why we need to address these issues, especially from a mental health standpoint. As we all know, gun control it will not control the outlaws, so that's just kind of a wasted conversation. There's no resolve to that. The only resolve is more people carry and be prepared to protect and defend when they're in a situation where one of the mentally unstable decides to pull one of these acts off. And so I'm gonna play the clip. Be aware. The first one is of the poor girl on the subway, and this is one of the clips that it basically shows the whole thing. So if you don't want to watch it, turn away. Peacefully enjoying her phone. Slash. I don't even think she recognizes she's mortally wounded at this point.
This is hard to watch.
Very horrific. And nobody done anything.
No.
Nobody around her. She was looking to the people that were sitting on the side, like, did you see that? Can you help? No response.
No.
That's how horrific and how easily it happens. You know, it makes you where you're a little bit leery to go out in public anymore and interact socially, outside the comfort of your home.
Yeah. I know you're into music, but I don't know if you know who Tom McDonald is. But so Tom McDonald is an independent rapper, artist, doing very well for himself. He's doing it without a record label, but he's got a song that I want you to listen to whenever you have time. I believe it's just called Charlie. But there's a line in there where I can't remember exactly how it goes, but the final line of the verse is something to the effect of, am I going to be killed when I'm just out buying groceries? And that's literally the mindset of people on the right now. Are we going to be killed because of our beliefs? If I wear a Trump shirt out, is somebody going to stab me or shoot me? Well,
right.
Me personally, I'm not one of those people who sit around worrying about stuff like that, but it could happen. But I'm a reformed Democrat. I left the party in 2008 because of, and I'm not gonna. It's not a racism thing, which I was accused of numerous times, and still to this day because of it. But I left the party in 2008 whenever Barack Obama ran, and it was simply because he was an Illinois politician, and I'm from Illinois, so I don't like Illinois politicians. I didn't want one, and then I seen, before I ever made the decision to leave the party, I watched him and I listened to him and I seen where the direction he was going to take the party to where we're at today, and they're basically domestic terrorists. And
Right.
and I left the party, and of course, a lot of my well, I won't say a lot, but some of my black friends, turned their backs on me and called me a racist because I wouldn't vote for the man. My retort to them was, "Why are you voting for him? Well, what do you know about him?" Well, they didn't even know he was an Illinois politician for one thing, and they were voting for him simply because he was black. And I said, "So you're the real racist here, not me. You're only
Right.
voting for him because of his color." So, uh,
Yeah. Well, this next clip is of Charlie, his last few seconds of life. Um, again, attending a campus dialogue as he had done many, many times. And again, it's very graphic. So you don't want to watch and turn away. So, it's hard to watch. I can't get it off the screen now. There we go. The amazing thing is, of all the evidence that they had, that there was a single shooter from the rooftop, it blew me away as how quickly the conspiracy theories came out. Just crazy, whacked out stuff. His security detail was in on it. He was shot from the side. He had on a bulletproof vest. It ricocheted off of it. I mean, it just come tumbling out.
Yeah.
I don't understand where people go jump off these limbs onto some of this crazy stuff, but it was amazing because, I mean, I don't even know how many different theories came out other than accepting the fact, I've seen one shot, a picture where someone was either standing on the roof, maybe possibly holding the camera up above their head, shooting across where he would have lain prone to take the shot. And in the background was the tent where Charlie was sitting. And they made the statement that, look, he couldn't even see him from here because the tent was in the way. Well, you lower that perspective down to the rooftop level and it's a perfect shot.
Yeah.
But they come up with this crazy stuff. But I think the guy probably was aimed in for a headshot and missed and caught him in the neck. It wouldn't be typically somewhere you would aim for.
Yeah, or he could have been even aiming for center mass and just not, not that great of a shooter. So it could have been a win situation. There's no telling, but I don't believe he was aiming for simply the neck. That's nobody ever shoots somebody in the neck. There was
one or the other.
Yes, exactly. So it. I don't know now. They're all saying, well, the FBI planted those texts, and they're not real. It's all coming from the left. It's they're going to do anything to keep believing and pretending that he's a conservative simply because his parents are. I mean, the kid declared himself a leftist whenever he was uh, going to school and telling everybody how much he hated Trump, how much he hated Charlie Kirk. The night before he assassinated Charlie, um, they were sitting around the table and they mentioned Charlie Kirk coming to the university, and he talked about how much he hated him, and he ended up leaving the table, I believe they said. Right. And so there's pretty much concrete evidence because it's coming directly from his parents.
Right.
So.
Yeah, the gun, there was a lot of controversy over, you couldn't see the gun when he jumped off the roof. Well, my take on that is if he had I don't think he disassembled it and reassembled it. Absolutely not. I think in the backpack, the stock and bulk of the gun was hidden by the backpack.
Yeah.
And the barrel was the only thing sticking out. And with the graininess of the video, there was just, there was a lot of times it was on the far side of him. And then the times that it was clear, every once in a while you would see something that, like, oh, I think that was the barrel, but then it'd go away because of the video quality.
Right.
But it didn't make any sense that he would sit up there and disassemble it and then reassemble it and wrap it in a towel and put it in the woods.
Yeah.
No sense.
And I believe they said it was his grandfather's gun and a 30-06.
Right.
Now I didn't see a picture of the gun. I don't believe I saw one that I think they said was similar to it, the one, and I don't see how that kid could break it down that quickly and put it away and then take off running too. And before anybody got to him.
Right. Yeah. So don't agree with that. The last clip, or not the last one, but talking about the memorials and stuff that were held. after the assassination and the mental effectiveness of the left.
Trampled a memorial for Charlie Kirk at the Turning Point headquarters in Phoenix. Our photographer on the scene says the man kicked over flowers, vases, and balloons. He was taken to the ground by an onlooker and then arrested for trespassing and destroying a community memorial. Phoenix police say the suspect is 19-year-old Ryder Corral. And then also an interesting observation. It appears that the man who trampled the memorial may have been wearing a similar shirt that the alleged assassin was wearing on the day of the shooting here in Utah. It appears there's a logo that has a United States flag and an eagle on it. So make of that what you will.
Now, that was one of many that I seen on the social media circuit, X and Facebook, what have you. But that happened, those desecrations happened all over, the country. And that, again, speaks to the issue with mental health, that these people have no empathy and compassion. They hate so much. The party of hate.
Absolutely. And I love it whenever they proclaim themselves the party, the tolerant party, and party of love and peace and that kind of garbage, because they're the farthest thing from that. I've gotten into several discussions. I guess you could call them discussions. You know how I talk to people online, so it's really wasn't much of a discussion, but just people talking about how how the right is we're so extremist, and we're taking away rights. We're getting people killed. I've got gay family members. I've got black family members. I've got Filipino, even some from the UK, and nobody hates him. All we've said is do things the right way, and Charlie, that's what he was about, was doing things the right way, living your life the right way, and being a citizen the right way. And they can't handle that. They're wanting to give illegals the free health care and the free housing and everything, things that our veterans who are on the streets can't get.
Things that's not available to legitimate Americans and those that even fought for our freedom. I don't know what else to say. I got one final clip. This was of Erica at the viewing of Charlie, and I'm going to end it with this clip. I do want to mention that I'd like to get, I'd like to get you and Doc on a three-way and run through discussions on all of the conspiracy theories that are out there, the Bigfoot, the aliens, the three-eye atlas, I got a list of them, but I think that would make for an interesting episode. So
yeah, send me that
Dave,
list.
I'm going to end it with this clip, and thank you very much once again for coming on. And I'm just going to end it with this clip.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I know. I love you. I love you so much. I love you.